Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage. Okay, it's the beginning of another summer and a cruising year, and I took the Mustang out to get it ready for some cruising. And a couple crazy things happened. First, I cleaned it up, washed it up, wanted to get ready to go for a ride, but it needed some gas. So I drive down to the gas station, which is only about maybe a mile away. First crazy thing that happened. If you bought this car in 1965 and you had an empty gas tank and you went to fill it up, you'd be able to fill up this car in 1965 for about $4.93. In 2022, I just filled it up, $73.28. Absolutely insane gas prices. This car gets what, maybe 10, 11, 12 miles a gallon? $73 to fill it up. Absolutely crazy. So that's the first crazy thing that happened. I kind of wish I put it away with a full tank of gas. It would have been half the price. Second crazy thing that happened. As I was driving there, I heard a little noise in the front. Wasn't really too concerned about it. Fresh out of the storage for the winter, driving it for the first time. Thought it was just a little noise. And on the way back, again, it's only a mile away. Got about half a mile from coming back. And the noise got really bad. And when I turned the steering wheel, it got louder. Turn it the other way, the noise went away. So I'm thinking wheel bearing, or it could be a ball joint. So let's take a look. So a quick and easy way to tell, or to narrow it down, is if I move the tire left to right like this, it would be a steering problem. That seems pretty tight. Now if I grab the top and rock it back and forth and hear any movement, it's either a ball joint or the wheel bearing. Alright, so it's loose. It's either going to be the wheel bearing or our ball joint. Now with the car jacked up, it's easier to see. There's a lot of play there. So let's pop this off and we'll see what's going on. Would you look at that? Look at real close here. For some reason these nuts backed off. It was just sitting over the winter. I'm going to take the tire off just to take a look and see what's going on here. If I look really close here, there's a little rocking with this drum. I don't know why this is not sitting. It should be sitting flat on the spindle there. On the spindle here, unless the spindle is bent. There's a chance I might have to change that spindle. I can see the studs are a little loose here, but that should sit flat when I put that on there. Rocking a little bit like it's bent. Now all these brake components are new because I just put these brakes on last year. But if you look at the top here, you can see like a witness mark where it looks like the drum is rubbing there. It doesn't look like it's rubbing there. It looks like it's rubbing in there and not on this one. So it's almost like top and bottom. It's rubbing on the top and bottom, which is opposite side, which would allow it to rock. So if it is indeed rubbing on the top and the bottom right here, it should rock back and forth. Let me put the drum back on. Yeah, and that's the way it rocks. It doesn't rock top to bottom, it's this way, this way. It's almost like it's bent. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to grind off a little bit here and a little bit here, see if I can get the fit flat. There's a good chance the spindle is bent. I'm going to have to order a new one. So I do have a new spindle here, but I'm not absolutely certain it's right. I mean, it looks right. The pull pattern is kind of right. And if I put that in my drum, it fits nice and flat. I don't get any rocking. So it's nice and flat. So this has got to be bent. I got to make sure I get the right one. Not only that, I have to get some new wheel bearings to do the inside and outside. So like I said, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grind off a little bit here. What I think happened is over the years, people were tightening this down, and I think this got bent, is really all what really happened. So I'm just going to grind down the high spots just to get me through. There. No more high spots. No more rocking. So at least it fits flat. I'll still have to change the spindle, but at least it's safer. What can often happen with these steel rims are that the nut goes inside here and it ends up bending this part of the rim, and it bends that and it can pull the spindle. So my guess is that bent a little bit. Let's put the tire on. We'll tighten that up and we'll see how it is after I tighten it up. Okay, now if I test it up and down, nice and tight. So my guess is somehow the spindle got bent on two of those lugs. It bent out and it was just rocking back and forth and sitting over the winter. It must have been loose when I put it away. Now it's rock solid. So I was pretty lucky. Just a mile down the road, a little bit loose, came back, I was half a mile, things really got bad. My guess is that the two nuts that were riding closest on the bend, those were tight, and the other two nuts were probably bending the rim. And as it sat over the winter, those nuts probably loosened up, and then when I went for gas, when I drove it, it was just rocking back and forth and was working the nuts loose. That's my guess. But just to be safe, I'm going to order new spindles, new bearings, to replace all the stuff on both sides, just to make sure it's safe for the summer. But I want to let you know that I have a lot of great stuff planned for this car. I'm going to be partnering with Fel-Pro Gaskets. And I'm going to be talking to some engineers at Fel-Pro, and I'm going to have a lot of stuff to give away. So I'm going to have tons of answers about gaskets, everything you want to know about gaskets, head gaskets, valve cover gaskets, cork gaskets, rubber gaskets, multi-layer steel gaskets. That's all coming up. Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage.